Guys, welcome to OD Simulation Gaming and a huge welcome in to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Up ahead of you, you can see the Diamond aircraft DA62. We are ready to rock and roll here at Dunsfold Park in Surrey, and we're going to cruise on down to Bournemouth in this video. So let's get into the cockpit and just make sure everything is set up for departure. So we're just going to make sure that everything is set here on our computers. We've got our landing lights on, taxis are off, position lights on, strobe lights are on. I'm going to set the altimeter for around about 8,000 to 9,000 feet. It's going at 9. Not sure what clearance we're going to get once we leave here, but we'll preset that to 9 anyway. We've got our flaps set to 0. We don't require any flaps on takeoff here. And we've got our route planned in on our flight navigation computer over here. That's the pink line that you can see there that we're going to be taking as we depart Dunsfold Park today. So then, the home of Top Gear, or was the home of Top Gear, filmed here at the aerodrome. So without further ado, I think we're all set. We've got no one next to us, no one in the back. Everything is okay. We are ready to take off. We've already got that clearance from air traffic control, so all that's left for me to do now is to make sure that we've got everything set. I think we have. Just going to check the rudder functionality. Yeah, we've got full control over our flight surfaces, and now we can apply some gentle throttle through to the engines just to make sure they're spooling up nicely, which they are, and we can then release the parking brake and continue with our throttle increase. So our airspeed is building nicely here, 50 odd knots now already, and we're up to now 75 knots, and we can just gently pull back on that stick, and up we go, guys. We are airborne. Landing gear on its way up. Something I've just noticed I didn't do, and that was to turn the pitot heat on, so we'll just turn that on now. We'll just climb to 500 feet. There's 500. We can now kick our autopilot in.
London Centre Speedbird 115 is passing 700 feet, climbing 10,000 feet.
Speedbird 115 London Centre altimeter 29.9, 2 radar contact. Continue to Mike India Delta.
There we go. Clearance to continue. So we've just banked round to the left, and we'll just straighten up here, back round to the right to make sure we're following our trajectory here on our map. So we're already climbed through to 1,300 feet. I've got a vertical increase here of 700. So that's 700 feet a minute. Should be quite comfortable for this aircraft, shouldn't be a problem. Have a quick look outside. Looking nice out there. We'll have a look at the outside of the aircraft as well for you. Looks lovely. So I'm by no means an expert at flying aircraft. This is my first ever video flying an aircraft on YouTube, so I hope that it comes through okay for you. I do need to check with air traffic control what height we were cleared to. Did it give us a height? Yeah, it did give us 10,000, so that's all good, and we're good to carry on. So our airspeed now is just under 160 knots as we bank round to the right. Graphics on this game are beautiful. I really do hope these come down nicely for you on YouTube. Do let me know in the comments what you think of them. Come through this cloud here. quickly show you on the flight navigation computer over here. You can adjust the range at which this operates, so you can zoom right out and you can see that's the United Kingdom, guys, on its side. And we can zoom back in and you can see the trajectory that we're going to be taking in this video down to the next vector point, Sam. Do a little bit of a left turn for our run in to Bournemouth. Shouldn't take us too long to whiz down there, just going to be a short video here for you to enjoy. Just have a look at our flight control there and our display. The altimeter here on the right. Got our airspeed here on the left. We've got our angle of attack here as well. If anyone out there is a aircraft fanatic or plays these games, apologies if I'm getting any of the terminology wrong. I am by no means an expert when it comes to flying. So for reference as well, guys, I am using the Thrustmaster controller. It's the T-Flight HOTUS 1. I think that was launched originally for Xbox and PC, so nice cross compatibility there. So we are just about to creep up to 4,000 feet now. You can see that on the display in front of us, and our airspeed is a nice gentle 159 knots. Lovely aircraft, this Diamond. I must admit, it's a gorgeous bit of kit, very modern inside. It's nice just to admire some of the scenery as we cruise on over the top of the south of England. Head on down to Bournemouth. So we've got a waypoint coming up here. That's Nibda coming up. Roughly 2.5 nautical miles away. There's me there. I've got a co-pilot there. And of course, the aircraft is registered as Golf Oscar Delta Sierra India Mike. OD Sim. Absolutely brilliant. Love that. Love that you can adjust that. So across the top here we've got a few shortcuts for various bits and pieces. Got our checklists if we need to go through any checklists during the flight. We've got our navigational log here where you can see which points we're coming up to. So Nibda is our next one, then Hazel, then Sam, and then ultimately we'll arrive in Bournemouth. So do let me know in the comments, everybody, are you playing Flight Simulator? Have you got Flight Simulator 2024? How does that compare to 2020? Is it better? Is it the same? Do let me know. I've been enjoying 2020 so far. I've not actually played a Flight Simulator game since 2004, so 22 years ago. And I've got to say they've come a very long way. Very, very long way indeed. So 5,500 feet now. We can adjust the rate of our climb if we wish. So we're at 700 feet a second. We can increase that here up to 900. You'll notice the pitch of the aircraft just comes up a little bit more. We'll do that again for you. There you go. So about a 5% climb now, 1,200 feet a second. And you'll notice that airspeed just starts to drop back a little bit. So we'll reduce that back down now to roughly 800 feet a minute, which is more than okay for this aircraft. gorgeous day here in the UK. Just a few minutes after 7 AM in the morning. That to me looks like it might be... Is that Portsmouth down there? Well, I'll tell you what, let's have a look at the map, shall we? Let's have a look. Zoom in here on our VFR map. Yeah, so Portsmouth down here, that's what we were looking at. Isle of Wight over here. So we're coming down here now on this pink trajectory line. Our next waypoint is Sam, where we'll put a little bit of a left turn in and we'll come down over the top of Southampton, down into the New Forest here, fly over the New Forest, and then we'll be cleared hopefully straight in to land at Bournemouth International Airport. Thankfully nothing's gone wrong with our aircraft. I'm always worried whether or not a system will fail on us. Hopefully we've been okay so far. No problems here. Just over here guys on the flight computers we can just see what sort of load is being pushed through the engines there. So we're at 2,300 revolutions per minute, which is okay, probably at the maximum number of revs that we really want to put through these engines. We've got a load percentage up here as well. Got our fuel flow here, so gallons per hour there, 11.1 for each engine. Oil temperature, so we're in the green, that's looking good. Oil pressure is nominal in the green. Coolant temperature is probably on the verge. So we've just been cleared now to 20,000 feet. So we will expedite that. 200. Put that into the flight computer.
Speedbird 115 climb and maintain 14,000 feet.
Right, they've changed already, so 14,000 now.
Climb and maintain 14,000 feet, Speedbird 115.
There you go. Maybe to get us out the way of some other traffic that's in the area. As I was saying over here, we've got our coolant temperature. It's just beneath the red actually, so hopefully that's relatively normal. Our fuel temperature in the green and our fuel quantity down here as well. You can change the amount of detail on here if you wish. You can put that up, you can put that down. No need for us to change that, but right now we're just coming up to Southampton International Airport, guys. You can see that there on the map. And, take a quick look outside the aircraft. A little bit of bleeding there with the graphics, sorry about that. That looks like the Rose Bowl Cricket Stadium to me down there. A wonderful cricket ground, recognise that from anywhere. And we'll look outside the aircraft again. And somewhere down here, there it is Southampton International Airport. So do keep your eyes out for any other traffic. Hopefully we are okay. They've got us well above the airspace there at Southampton.
Speedbird 115, you are 24 miles northeast. Descend and maintain 8,000 feet. Keep speed not above 185 knots. Expect ILS runway 26 approach via Bravo India Alpha transition. Clear to Bravo India Alpha. Speedbird 115 descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Keep speed not above 185 knots.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Keep speed not above 185 knots. Expect ILS runway 26 approach via Bravo India Alpha transition. Clear to Bravo India Alpha, Speedbird 115.
So there we go, guys.
Speedbird 115 contact Southampton approach on 122.73. Good day.
We are indeed now.
122.73.
Just wait for the ATC to catch up.
Goodbye.
So we're now cleared to descend.
Southampton approach, Speedbird 115 is at 9,000
So I'm just going to adjust our rate of descent here to 1,000 feet a minute. I'm going to bring our throttle back as well, because we just want to be careful of our airspeed there. We were just creeping up to around 170 knots. It's a little bit too quick. No rush here, so nice gentle descent here, just coming through 8,500. Going to increase that rate of descent quickly. See how far we are away from Bournemouth. Bournemouth just up here, so we are descending nicely. Just coming over Fawley now, that'll be down there, Fawley Power Station, if anyone's familiar with Southampton as an area. Just coming up and over there now. So everything looks pretty much a-okay for us at the moment. Somewhere out there is Bournemouth. Gorgeous day for flying. I do like this aircraft, I've got to say. So just over there, the Needles Lighthouse helipad, that's the Isle of Wight, guys. Over on the Needles. Just have a quick look out the window here, see what we can see. I don't quite think that's Bournemouth down there. Although it could be, I'm not 100% sure. So what we'll do, guys, is we will pop our landing lights. In fact, landing lights were left on, actually. I didn't turn those off. So they're still on. That's okay. Airspeed now 150 knots. That's okay. And our altitude just creeping up now to 4,000 feet. Cleared through to 3,000. With a nice rate of descent here, locked in at 2,500 feet negative per minute. So quite a dramatic rate of descent. Probably wouldn't be how a professional would do it, but that's what we've done here today. We're in charge today, Captain Ollie. And you can see there our airspeed slowing now, so we're just going to put a bit more throttle through, just to make sure that we hold a nice steady speed. 130 knots, 140 knots would be more than ample. And Bournemouth not too far away now. What do you think of the plane, guys? Let me know. Lovely colour, gorgeous reflections from that morning sun. Does look good, doesn't it? Check on our VFR map whereabouts we are in relation to the airport now. You can see Bournemouth just over here, look. Not far away at all. So hopefully we will get clearance to descend a little bit lower shortly, with any luck. Keep an eye on that ATC. In the cloud now, so visibility pretty much all but gone. Soon be out the other side. So we'll leave our ATC window open in case we need to check anything. Thanks for sticking with me, guys, for this little flight.
Speedbird 115 descend and maintain 1,500 feet.
So there we go, guys.
Descend and maintain 1,500 feet, Speedbird 115.
Cleared to 1,500. Now, weirdly, the airport is there. So what we will do is I will bank the aircraft round. I'll bring that speed right back. We'll pop a little bit of flap on just to slow the airspeed down. And I'll just show you out the window. Just down there is the airport. So what we'll do now is we will gain manual control of the aircraft. And I'll just overshoot the airfield. Bank slightly round to the right hand side. We will bring the landing gear down. And I will bank the aircraft round. Probably not how you would do it professionally. Nevertheless, that is what we are doing. There's a runway. So we'll go full flaps. We're well off the mark here. That doesn't actually matter too much. Just apply a little bit of rudder. We'll bring the throttle right back. And just gently, very, very gently, nose up. A little bit of rudder here. And we are indeed down the deck. Stick forward. Brake on, and we have landed here at Bournemouth Airport. Not quite the landing that we had in mind, but it was a landing all the same. They all count. Let's bring those flaps back into a normal position. What we'll do is we'll just tune into Bournemouth ground and ask them for a spot to taxi to.
Speedbird 115 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Bravo.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Bravo Speedbird 115.
So we'll follow the marker here on the floor. Was a bit of a hairy landing, wasn't it, guys? Just using our rudder to control us here. Looks like we're just going to be over here on the right hand side. There we go. Battens are indeed crossed. So what we'll do now is come off of there, close that off, and we can start to switch off our aircraft systems. We'll get the checklist open for that. Parking brake is set. We've got that on already. That's on down there, so we'll auto complete that item. The avionic master button can be switched off. Turn everything else off. That's all done. We'll auto complete that item.
Electrical consumers. Off.
Engine master can be switched off on both sides. Job done. Anti-collision lights can be switched off. Electronic master switch also can be switched off. We'll also complete the rest of that page. And that, guys, completes the flight here on OD Simulation Gaming down to Bournemouth. Hope you've had a really nice time with us flying on the airline for the first time. Sorry that that landing wasn't quite what we all anticipated, but nevertheless, all good fun. It's all simulation fun. It's all for a laugh and a giggle. All that's left for me to say is thanks ever so much for tuning in here on our first ever video on Flight Simulator. I look forward to bringing some more content to you very, very soon. Meanwhile, I've been Ollie. This is OD Simulation Gaming. I'll see you very soon on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye for now.